Hello, everyone. This is APApp,
And this is Dave Mio.
and today we're doing a podcast on Kingdom Hearts.
Yay!
Woo! Explosions and Sora coming out with a fake Keyblade, and I punch him in the penis because I know it's not really Sora. But other than that, here we are. But today we're going to be talking about the gameplay itself, our personal experiences with it, and what we hope to see in the future. So, let's start off with you, David.
Alright, well, I guess the year was 2002, and I needed something new for my PlayStation 2 to play, and I found this game called Kingdom Hearts, and I was a little bit interesting. I never really had any experience with Final Fantasy or really any other Square games, but I was a big fan of Disney stuff, and I read about how you could explore all these other Disney places based on movies and things like that. So, I'll give it a try. So I bought it, took it home, put it in the PS2, and I was actually amazed playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time.
When I first found it, it was like the TV commercials. It was advertising it. I've always been a fan of Disney. Like ever since I was little, I would watch the movies over and over and over and over and over again. So when I found out that a game was coming out based on Disney, I never really heard of Final Fantasy during the time when I discovered it. But I wanted to play it so badly. But being the idiot I am, and the parents never got me game stations, I didn't get to play around Days and Recoded were coming out, and I just caught up from there and watched playthroughs and discovered Tom along the way. So I have a lot to owe to Kingdom Hearts, because if I have never found Kingdom Hearts, I would have never discovered Tom and the Hell Dragon and the Hellfire cast.
Right.
But so anyway, that was how I found it. Let's go through the chronologically every game and how they play out. First off, 2002 was Kingdom Hearts, a brand new game. Like how David said, this seemed very interesting, based off Disney and Final Fantasy. And the storyline goes that it was created by the director of Disney and the director of Square Enix while they were in an elevator ride. And that started the idea of Kingdom Hearts, from what I've heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard, where the two men went in the elevator and they came out with a brand new idea for a game.
Yep. Anything's possible in America. Like Captain America.
Yeah.
Anyway, first off, the game Kingdom Hearts came out in 2002. It's an action role-playing game. It was developed by Square Enix. God help them. They're kind of going down the drain at this point. And Disney Interactive Studios, which they haven't really came up with anything lately except for Kingdom Hearts. But other than that, it's still very good. It's a crossover between the two games, and they bring in characters from all the Final Fantasies and characters from all the Disney movies at one point or another. And they even base off worlds of Disney to be used for the game.
Right.
The main character is Sora. He is, at the beginning of the game, this is kind of a really big, long mind fuck. No matter where you go, your mind will be fucked.
Exactly.
Bent over, strapped down, and fucked.
Because the Kingdom Hearts series in a whole is a clusterfuck.
It is a clusterfuck. How we learned it when we first started was, okay, Kingdom Hearts is a stripper's asshole.
Exactly. Because I saw the darkness for the first time.
But anyway, it's a stripper's asshole is what I like to use, because David discovered that that's where darkness came from.
Yeah, that's where the Heartless spawn.
I still think of that day. Anyway.
But anywho,
back to the conversation at hand. Kingdom Hearts is apparently what Ansem, the main villain of Kingdom Hearts 1, is darkness, the spawning of Heartless in a stripper's asshole.
Yeah.
So he goes on. Calls forth these things called Heartless, which are like
Like
the
dark,
main
shadowy beings that want
shadowy
hearts.
beings. It's hard to explain because you have different types of Heartless. You have like the normal Heartless, which are just these little like hunched over creatures that are like
Right, and then it
yellow
leads to things like
eyes.
soldiers, and
Then you could go even deeper with like the Morning Star Heartless, the guard armor, and the armored guard, and
yeah, and it like determining on like what world you're in also determines like the heartless that you encounter.
there's always the basic Heartless like shadows, which the one I was describing earlier. That's what it's called. It's just called a shadow. And there's also like an evolved form of it, which I like to call because it literally just evolved into something bigger and badder, which is the Neo Shadow. And those are the Neo or Novo Shadow.
I think it's Neo.
Yeah, because I learned more of the terminology of every Heartless through Days, one of the games of the franchise.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but because I had actually looked through every file. But anyway, in Kingdom Hearts, you start off with this boy named Sora, and with his friends Riku and his love interest Kairi. They live on this place called Destiny Islands, and it's peaceful, it's cool. You run around, you fight some people, you hump a bitch a couple times, make her scream with her jump rope.
Oh yeah, that bitch.
Yeah, that bitch.
Yeah, you ask her for a match, and she attacks you with her whipping jump rope.
It's practice for when she gets older.
I don't know what's worse, getting whipped by a jump rope, hit by like a volleyball, or hit with a power pole.
Well, the power pole is more manly because you're actually using a stick. David, they have sticks!
Oh yeah. Oh, especially Sora and Riku with their big wooden swords.
Oh yeah, they're badass. They're all classic. I've actually always wanted those when I was little. Like, I would see them on the TV shows, like, I want to make one, but I never got to it, which is kind of sad. But they have these wooden sticks, they go around and they fight people, Sora, Riku, and Kairi all want to leave the island on this little... What was the list that they asked for again? It was really stupid and really
like we need like rope, like a sail,
wood,
mushrooms, fish.
And didn't they need like one coconut or two coconuts?
It's like three. I think it was like 3 coconuts, a seagull egg,
and like 3 fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so they had all this stuff, and one day you build the raft. You collect things to build the raft. The next day, Kairi asks you, "Okay, can you go get us some supplies like food and whatnot?" And you get this one jug of fresh water. You look for fish. You get some coconuts. You fight the guys again. They can help you get like pre-experience points before you actually start the game. Which, if you're really desperate, you can actually troll the entire game by being at like a level 5 when the actual game starts.
Yeah.
Which I've done before, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I've done that myself.
Yeah, so you troll the game. It gives you the chance to troll. But anyway, you collect like this like small amount of supplies, which in my opinion is kind of stupid because 3 fish, 3 coconuts, 1 jug of water, about 100 million days out at sea.
And really, if you don't know where you're going, and that stuff is probably gonna last like what, a few days.
If you really tried, man, maybe 2 days, unless you burn a few days, unless you burn the raft trying to do anything, trying to make a fire to cook the fish, because I don't like raw fish, but some sushis.
But like one of the biggest reasons why they wanted to do that was because Kairi came from a different world, I guess you would say in their book.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to explore other worlds using this raft
which is really pathetic. And you get the chance to name it at one point. You have to race Riku. It's like, okay, get to this one point and back, and if you win, you get to name the raft. And I think you get to name the raft anyway, like, because like he either you win, you lose, but he gives you the chance. Like, you know what? Go ahead, name the raft, because I feel sorry for you because I'm better than you, and ha ha ha, I'm emo. And he really is. He's really emo. But
Yeah, like Riku's personality is very different compared to Sora's and Kairi's.
yep, he's what they call the foil, the character's best friend. That's the exact opposite. But
Right,
anyway,
because like all the kids seem like if you talk to them, they all seem to like look up to Riku because he's like, I'm always serious and I can handle anything.
hmm but so you're going on. It's the end of the day of your second day on the Destiny Islands. There's actually a mainland. These are just like a small string of islands where the kids go to play. There's actually a mainland where there's the schools and whatnot, and the parents that actually, if they actually have parents, and they and you go around exploring the little Destiny Islands. You go to this door that's in the side of the mountain, and you find, well, actually this cave, and then you find the door where there's like chalk drawings everywhere that Sora and Kairi made, and you make a drawing of you giving what was that star pineapple thing?
Oh, Palpu fruit?
Yeah, Palpu fruit. Like the legend says, if you share a Palpu fruit, your destinies will be forever intertwined.
Yeah.
So basically, if you really want to bang a girl, make sure you share a Palpu fruit with her, because you'll get the chance eventually. Maybe not now, but eventually. And so he makes a drawing. He's like, I'm gonna share this with you, and you're gonna take it, and then we're gonna get together. And some guy in black comes out of nowhere, and he's like, this world has been connected. And you freak out. Well, I did, because I got scared. I was like, oh shit, this is pretty trippy.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, he disappears. You go home. The storm comes. The tutorial's pretty weird. That was before the Destiny Islands. You walk back. You go back to the island. You find Riku first, right? Or do you go to the door?
I want to say you find Riku first, and then like the shadow starts to
Those shadows
darkness
start
starts
to form
like
at the
to come
beginning.
around,
Well,
and then you get the
when you
Keyblade,
first
right?
jump onto the island, don't the shadows start popping up? You fight them, and you realize,
Well, yeah,
oh,
you
crap.
try to fight them, but there's like no damage, and so you try to go over the Riku, and then of course you try grabbing his hand, but then Riku gets teleported somewhere, and you're still left on the island. And then I think you can go to the door now, and then that's where you'll find Kairi, and then she's like Sora, and then the one door like opens up and darkness starts blowing everywhere, and then I think that teleports you to the boss battle.
Yeah, the boss battle, and you get your I think you get the Keyblade after Riku disappears, right?
Yeah, because then like words start coming on the screen saying Keyblade.
Oh yeah, but that's actually kind of one of my favorite cutscenes to see is Kairi. She looks like as though she just woke up. It's like, holy shit, and she's like, Sora, explosion! She flies to you. You're
And
like,
then,
yes,
like,
I get to grab those
disappears.
titties. What?
Then she like disappears.
Yeah, you're just like grabbing titties. No! She just disappears, and you blow away, and you come out. This huge thing that it's called a dark side comes out, and it's like this huge ass motherfucker that's like you think would literally kill you, but it's not
Right.
that hard of a boss. It's actually one of the easiest bosses to beat.